Before we actually begin the exercises, we're going to go over some basics, and one of the most basic things you can do is breathe. Unfortunately, most of us don't breathe properly, so I'm going to take a minute to just go over proper breathing so that it's going to benefit us the best during these exercises. The proper way to breathe is with our diaphragm. So when we take a breath in, our belly should distend, and when we exhale, our belly should flatten. And when we're breathing properly and we're using the diaphragm, when we're using the abdominal muscles, we're going to get a much better benefit from our exercise because we're going to get better oxygen to our tissues. So if you watch my stomach as an inhale, it extends, and as I exhale, it compresses. Inhale, exhale. One of the easiest ways for you to be able to achieve proper diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing is placing your hands on your belly so you can feel it go in and out, and exaggerate your breath so that you can hear it. So as you inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you look at that from the side, you can really see the distension of the abdomen. If you're having a hard time with that, just take a few more moments, continue trying to practice that until you can feel that when you inhale, it's going all through your belly and not breathing with your shoulders. What most of us do is when we take a deep inhale, we raise our shoulders or we raise our chest, and we're using accessory muscles. We're using stress muscles instead of the proper muscles to get oxygen into our lungs. When we do that, we create more stress patterns, which leads us to the problems that we're here for with roller therapy to begin with. So continue practicing the diaphragm breathing. When you feel you've mastered that, then we can move along to neutral posture. Neutral posture, when you're looking at someone from the front, because we're symmetrical beings, we're supposed to be symmetrical beings, everything should be level. So when you're looking at postures of the knee, the hips, the shoulders, the head, everything should be level. So level knees, level hips, level shoulders, level ears. An example of an improper posture would be if one hip is translated to the side, or if you have a raised hip, or if you have a high shoulder or a rounded shoulder, or if you have your head tilted to one side. A lot of times these postures are very minor, they're not very exaggerated, so they're hard to spot just in everyday activity. But if you look at yourself in the mirror and you take notice to where these body parts are, you're going to become more aware of what neutral posture is, and you can start training yourself to hold your muscles in that way. That's just the front. So if we turn to the side, everything should be lined up as well. So knees, hips, shoulders, ear should be lined up in one straight line. So when I'm looking straight ahead, nothing is out of that plank or out of that line. An example would be a forward head posture or a rounded shoulder again. A lot of times people have a hyperlordosis or shortened hip flexors. Sometimes people have a translation forward of their pelvis. What all of these postural deviations do is it takes our body out of where it feels the most normal, where there's less stress, less strain on our muscles and on our joints. By placing that additional stress on our muscles and our joints, our body is less able to do what it wants to do. So practice your posture this way and this way, and you're going to get much more out of these roller exercises. And by doing the roller exercises, they're actually going to improve your posture as well.